Like, you don't want a celebrity dying in your house.
Start? Yeah.
Should we start?
Are you guys ready to start? Holy shit. This is actually our first panel ever, so if you'll bear with... If you'll bear with how nervous we are. And
So nervous.
just stick with us. So we're Hot Pepper Gaming.
Yeah!
Woo! I'm Vernon.
I'm Erin.
And I am Jared.
And we actually have our friends with us. This is Marisha Ray and Matthew Mercer, people who appeared on Hot Pepper Gaming.
We suffered in your honor. I think.
It was magical. So we're going to be doing a Q&A panel, but because this is Hot Pepper Gaming, nothing can be easy. So we're going to answer your audience questions. But first, we're going to eat a hot pepper. So, how are we going to do audience questions before we...
For audience questions, those who have a question, if you don't mind getting up and standing right here in the midsection, the walkway, and line up. That way we can better field them one by one. So if you have a question, folks, come and stand by me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, are we ready?
I'm never ready for this. I hate this fruit.
You guys are about to get a first-hand look into what life is like for us every day.
Oh,
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's do it.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah! Bring it up for them. Come on.
Make sure you swallow it. Don't make my mistake. Right, chew it the entire time. Go, Brandon.
All right, so, ready? First question.
First question.
All right. So,
No. Please.
Well, I guess I'll go then. What goes into picking a pepper for the guest, and how exactly is the process in finding a guest for Hot Pepper Gaming?
Well, we've learned a lot.
It's like I'm starting to tingle my nose.
It hurts. We have learned a lot about peppers since we started this show. When we started the show, we knew nothing about peppers. And it's basically dependent on what is commercially available, which is pretty much habanero peppers. We started out with serranos, but it did nothing. We actually have a pepper guy now. It's kind of like a drug deal.
Oh, it's a hilarious story. Let me tell you about that. Yeah, no, so we posed, well,
Oh my God.
I was talking to my friend when we were doing this, and he's like, oh, I know a guy who grows exotic peppers in his place. But what he didn't tell me is that his place is like this abandoned warehouse in Echo Park in Los Angeles. So we had to pick him up from a different location, and he walks up to the car, he crushes a can of PBR before he gets in. I drive him across town to his place, like a band setting up in his house or whatever. He takes me like to his roof where he's growing all these exotic, geez, I'm sweating so badly.
I want the milk.
Okay, let's answer one more question, then we'll get the milk.
Okay.
Yeah, he takes me up, he got me a bunch of peppers, and then he takes me to his kitchen, and like, in true drug dealer fashion, he takes a slice of the peppers, like, now you gotta try the product. So there I am eating like a 2 million Scoville thing. Oh. It's so and yeah, so it's basically the most illegal sounding legal thing I've ever done. Next question.
all right, thank you very much. Next question, sir. What do you got?
So, do you guys choose the games that your guests do, or do they come on with a certain game in mind?
They
No, we
choose
don't
the games. Everybody chooses their own games.
This is a not fun thing in case you can't tell. And so we want it to be as fun for our guests as possible, so they get to make the choice. Yeah, and we also want them to have an actual opinion on what they're playing.
Yeah,
so
that's something I have to be passionate about.
yeah, that's the answer.
Awesome. Good job. Next question.
Hey guys, have you ever gotten to a situation where like it almost became like a medical issue with like how like dangerous and like like what guests have like had?
Let me tell you a fun story about Canada.
Wait, milk. Milk! what I said. Oh, there's so many of you here.
That is the best thing that I've ever put in my mouth.
So
yeah, we got flown out by Ubisoft to Montreal to do Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. And
there's another story to that. We're going to circle around.
Yeah.
Please.
When we were there, we couldn't bring peppers on an international flight because of the produce thing. So we stopped by this little French market and picked up this shit. I don't know what it was.
It was a Mad Dog.
Mad Dog is a hobo wine.
Blair's Ultra Death Sauce, 2.1 million Scovilles. We had no idea when we picked it up, and you can watch in that video. We taste the sauce, and right away there's just pure death in our faces.
Yeah. So I mean, it was bad when we were filming.
Oh, the burps are the worst. Who wants more milk?
Oh, please, God.
Bear with us for a second.
Thank you, Jesus.
So we eat this horrible sauce. It is a surprise.
But yeah, it naturally kind of fades out, 20, 30 minutes, and we're fine again. And we go back to the hotel with all the other YouTubers, and we're like, all right, great. That was not that bad. And we're in the lobby, and there's a feeling that I get in the cockles of my heart that has only been matched by the first time I ever did this. Oh, God, what the shit?
We go back to the hotel room. Everybody else goes out for dinner, and we're like, yeah, no, not doing that.
Thank you. Marisha, you're the best.
Thank you. And Jared just runs to the bathroom and says, Aaron, never stop loving me, and closes the bathroom door and proceeds to...
Scream puke.
Yeah, it's scream barfing.
So I was screaming, and then barf was coming out also. It was not just barfing, because that is a feeling that I know very well.
I was just playing 2048 on my phone, this is not happening.
And in the bathroom, I'm just because it was like I had swallowed a large steak knife.
Let this be a cautionary tale. Don't be us.
We had another time, it was on the show where somebody touched their eyes.
Which is that was right before me. You guys, I don't know if you guys realize that, but okay, so the guy who went.
Yes. 1984, great channel. You should subscribe to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Rodrigo is up there, and I'm watching him, and I'm like, okay, I'm next. And then we see this fateful moment of where he goes like this. And you see all of us kind of start looking at each other, and we're like, Sure enough, he starts sweating, and then he's like, I can't see. Oh God, no, I'm I'm blind. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of this review close. And I'm like, and then Vern looks at me and he's like, you ready? And I'm like,
that was the only time someone ever had to take a shower.
Yeah, he had to take an emergency shower. I watched station in chemistry class. It was bad. It was terrifying.
Before you do another quick question, quick aside to Montreal. I want to say it because I always complain about this. So Hot Pepper Gaming got invited to Montreal by Ubisoft. They offered to fly us there, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I don't have a passport, so I can't go to this. So Jared and Aaron, you do this, have a fun time. I'm gonna get the next cool vacation and start on my passport right now. A week later, we got invited to Versailles, France by Blizzard, and I couldn't go. So I had to send Jared in my place, and he comes back. Well, first of all, he's texting me. He's like, I'm having a baguette. I'm eating a croissant in France, Vernon. He comes back with the tiniest Eiffel Tower to give me.
I brought Aaron back a really nice beret. And I brought Vernon back a $1.50 scrap metal Eiffel Tower.
So, medical emergencies and Eiffel Towers.
Yep. Next question.
Thanks, guys. Stay safe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, I consider myself to be from a long line of pepper enthusiasts and pepper
awesome.
eaters. We
Hell yeah, girl.
My parents put jalapenos in my breakfast. Sometimes they don't tell me. But I was curious. So, have you ever run into anyone who has like a freakish tolerance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
TJ Smith of TJ Smith Gaming.
Yeah.
And so they were on the show and they were just like, yeah.
Yeah, no, he this was when the show was sort of in its infancy, and we were just doing a couple shoots, and TJ Smith comes on. Like everyone we've dealt with before TJ Smith was what just didn't handle it, like us, like it's like cry sweating. What's the term? Like you sweat from every part of your body. You cry from every part of your body. It's a bad joke. So TJ Smith comes on, and I'll admit he's a very good-looking guy.
He's
very,
already the
very
most
suave,
handsome man.
You
very-
still have the biggest crush on him.
He's a very
And
handsome guy.
if you saw him, you would get it. So he comes on and he eats a habanero pepper, and he doesn't react at all, and he just gives like the suavest, cool guy, like I have a chiseled chin kind of review of a video game.
Everybody else cries from their eyes, but he was good enough to like do like a wink and a point at the end. Like he was very suave.
He glistened a little, and it made him more handsome.
Yeah. Do you guys want to try some Mentos?
I had a Mentos.
I've had like 7 tums.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi.
I gotta say, Jared, your videos give me life. Your reviews, they're awesome. But
Thank you. I like playing your game, Laura.
Thank you. But yeah, are there any videos that you guys can't publish or like have not been able to publish? because
Actually,
they're-
yes. Actually, yes. So
Oh,
the
God.
the
Oh,
second
Oh no, I'm so sorry about this.
the second review I ever did, we didn't know that we were gonna be like. I was even gonna keep being on the channel at the time because I had been on it as kind of like a whim. Like they had literally called me the very
Do you
last
want to tell
minute.
the origin story really quickly in case you guys haven't heard?
All right, so I guess origin story, and then I'll answer your question.
Well, no, well, okay, it's a very fast origin story.
Yeah.
One day Vernon was like, "Hey, do you want to do this thing?" And I was like, "Sure." And then we called Jared. The end.
Yeah, that was it. But no, it was like, do you know who's crazy enough to do this with us? All right, our friend Jared.
Yeah. Well, Aaron and I went to college, and it was like, who's crazy and stupid and would do this for free?
Jared, you're not stupid. You're
Hi,
just
Jared.
reckless. But it was Jared's, I think, his second review, and we were still
Dark Scavenger, which is an indie game.
we were
which is
still
great.
working out the
Which we
kinks
wanted
of
to
our
support.
production. We always shoot in my apartment, and at this point we were shooting next to my kitchen, and we just didn't have a lot of space to be maneuvering around, so things were overlooked, like switching the camera from photo mode to video mode.
So I eat this Thai chili, and this is the first video we did, it's habanero. Second one I did a Thai chili, and up until then, those were the only 2 peppers I'd ever eaten. And peppers, like it's easy to say like, oh, the Scovilles are really high, so it's going to be more hot. That doesn't matter after a certain point.
Sometimes
it's
just
like a
everything
different
hurts.
kind of heat. So like a habanero is just like somebody like blowing a grenade up inside of your mouth, and a Thai chili is like biting into a handful of needles. So
Yeah.
when I ate that, I was just like, Dark Scavenger is so great. I was like maybe a quarter of an inch from the table with my head like this. And there was just snot coming out of my nose and then pooling under my head on the table. And I'm like, looks horrible, but it's going to be a great video. And I'm like, all right, like, be sure to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, get Dark Scavenger here, fuck. And there's this long pause, and we still have the audio to this day.
If you listen to the audio, there's
There's a
about 5
long
seconds of pause,
pause,
and
and
it's like,
then Vernon goes, oh no.
Jared, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Jared,
Yeah. He's like, we didn't take the video. So we only have the audio clip. And then there's another long pause, and then just like,
You need to get someone to animate it.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, we still.
Ross is here.
Ross! He's not here.
Yeah, so we'll release our first animated, and it will be to try and cover up from this horrible accident that we did to poor Jared.
I shouldn't.
there was one more actually. There was Rocco.
Oh no, I feel so bad about Rocco.
But we're gonna read it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll preface by saying we're still cool. Us and Mega 64. We just got to figure out a new shoot date. But we were shooting at the YouTube space in Los Angeles. They have this big hangar of YouTube space stuff. So so they invited us to shoot there, and they gave us a professional crew to shoot with, and that was really, really, really cool of them. And I was like directing people, and it was surreal. And we managed to get Mega 64. Like, guys, I've been a super big fan of for a long time. So Rocco comes on the show, and he's the first person to go, and he shoots for about 30 seconds, and the camera that the crew was using, it overheat. No, it didn't overheat. We
had the wrong card.
They put in the wrong SD card, which I'm going to take responsibility for because I should have checked. But we lost the episode, and I felt horrible about it because he drove up from San Diego, and I was like, well, man.
He wanted to do it again. He was like, I will eat another pepper. I will do it right now.
No,
let's party.
I don't think he said that. We mutually agreed that it would have been a bad idea.
But then we had to watch him go through the motions in the dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
So like everybody else was doing their episode, and you'd be like, "Oh man, great episode!" And you'd walk into the dressing room, and he's just there like, So that was
That's the
lame.
hard thing about our show too, is you kind of have like one shot. We always say like you can do the intro as many times as you want, but once you eat the pepper, like it's on. There's no going back. So when technical difficulties happen,
there's no going back.
Yeah, it sucks.
But I will say that they've invited us on their podcast, so we hope to drive down to San Diego soon and like just figure out something with them and like do a cool live shoot.
Yeah,
It's a trick.
Like, oh, sorry, we lost the audio.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, I should also mention this is a combined panel. One of the reasons Matthew Mercer and Mercer are here because they're doing the Geek Life panel. So if you have any questions about geek life and living as a geek, I really just took the top line for that. I'm sorry for being basic.
We're here to help.
We figured that this counted as Geek Life.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. But thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Hey, you actually kind of stole my question. It was going to be about, have you had any technical difficulties since Rocco Bodie came on the show?
I mean, we always have technical difficulties. Those are the ones that pop out the most, but
Rocco's was definitely the worst.
It was the most catastrophic. Yeah.
And some of our technical difficulties are like cat related.
Yeah,
that's kind of fun.
Those are the good ones.
Yeah, those are my favorite technical difficulties. They're adorable.
Really quick, do you guys have a favorite Hot Pepper Gaming cat? Is there?
Don't do
No,
that.
don't answer that. Actually, just keep it in your
Everyone is
heart.
perfect.
Keep it in your heart. There's 3. You don't see Penny because Penny's a little skittish.
Yeah, my Penny, she's a little scared, but
Michael's great. I named my cat after my college roommate.
So in my GTA review, Vernon's cat jumped up on the table, and I saw her, and she went for my milk, and she started drinking it, and it really made me very, very upset. And so I guess in the video we said that we went and got new milk. That was a lie. I drank the cat milk because it was all that we had, and I was in a desperate moment.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys couldn't tell, most of this Q&A is just me apologizing for things. So I'm sorry.
And if you do want to see like Rocco's point of view on it, I think if you just go to YouTube and search.
Oh, actually,
we've
watched it many a time.
Yeah.
We've watched it.
He's an awesome person.
Yeah. All right, thanks, guys.
Cool.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, guys. Have you considered expanding the show beyond reviews?
What a perfect question to segue into a thing that we're going to talk about. Do you guys want to
do the audio?
Yes, well, we've talked about this a couple times in our Q&As before. We've wanted to launch Hot Pepper Versus for a while. And the concept is 2 gamers, 2 peppers, playing a versus video game like Street Fighter, Smash, and the winner gets the milk. Yeah, so to us, this is kind of what Hot Pepper Gaming should be. But since we love the idea so much, we want to launch it right, and we want to make sure that we have everything set up. We want the branding to be right, because when we launch something, we want it to stay the same. We don't just want to keep making changes. So, just recently, our wonderful friends, Ninja Sex Party, they are so amazing to us, and we love them so much. And they created a theme song for our show, so we're gonna premiere that right now.
Literally right now. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask for you guys' complete silence because this is going to be 8 seconds long, and we need to enjoy all of it. So, here we go. Okay, sorry, that was too perfect.
2 players, 2 peppers, the winner gets a milk hot pepper versus.
It's pretty good, right?
We're very excited. We're very excited.
Yeah. So that'll be coming out this year. We're super excited.
Yeah. We're very all about just being exactly what we say we are. So for a hot pepper game, it's like, yeah, we literally just eat peppers and then review video games. And then for this stuff, it's 2 players, 2 peppers. The winner gets the milk.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Keep
Thank
doing
you.
Careful, guys. Now kiss.
Yeah, you did it.
Settle it in Smash.
So first of all, I want to say, Jared, I love you in the green light. Good
Oh,
show.
thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I love you right now.
If you don't know about the green light, Jared does a regular show with Jesse Cox. I don't know if you know him. Where they take a look at Steam Greenlight games, and then they make jokes about them.
It's helping. I'm helping.
So, he stole part of my question. So I'm going to ask instead, what are you going to look for in those hot pepper verses? Like, are you going to look for 2 people who have already had a history, or just 2 random people?
So actually, this is a good question because we did 3 test episodes of this at the YouTube space, and then we've actually done it live.
Which might come out eventually.
Yeah, and then we've done it live on the Jace Hall show, and it was us 3 playing Smash together, and I very narrowly defeated Vernon in the last life as Lucario, Clutch Lucario.
Not cool.
It was very cool. It was the most cool.
I'm
I'm
still freaking out that people watch our stuff.
Yeah, all of the people who we put on were we knew each other. So one was Vernon and myself, and then we had 2 of our friends who know each other, and then we did 2 members of the Warp Zone. And we were like, okay, so this clearly is a really good format to have 2 people who know each other or even don't. Even if they don't,
If
we
you
can
think
create
that
an enmity.
normal trash talking when you're playing a versus game is hardcore, pepper trash talking is this whole other level that we want to reach. But I think the most important thing about launching Hot Pepper Versus is going to be picking the right games, because in the tests that we've done, some of them, the matches just end.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You okay?
It's a pepper burp. It's
Some
good.
of the matches just end really quickly, and you don't get the prolonged suffering that makes an episode good. So, yeah, figuring out the right games is important.
Yeah, and I will say that we really kind of want to reach out to the fighting games community and get some real salty stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
Salt. Oh my God, salt and pepper.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Salt and
Oh, I just thought of that. Let's use that.
Patent pending. Patent pending.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I wanted to ask if you could share some more, sort of 2 things. Share some more details about the Sczechuan peppers.
Oh, God.
And also, where's your wolf suit?
Great. Good. Glad you asked this question.
Let me start off with the Sczechuan pepper because it came into my possession in a weird way. It was when we were doing the stuff at the YouTube space, we started befriending these guys, Reckless Eating, who they're sort of like the Dark World version of us, right? Where we're all like, oh man, they're eating spicy food. What champs? They're so triumphant. We're so proud of them. And then they play a game called Fear Pong, where they put awful things into bottles or cups, and then play beer pong with them, and they throw up. And they're genuinely nice guys. I'm a huge fan of them. But one day, the guy who runs the channel, he's like, hey Vernon, come here, and I'm like, yeah, what? And then he produces from his pocket this tiny baggie of what ended up being Sczechuan peppers. He's like, this will get you fucked up.
It's true, they do.
So actually, I tested it out with the editor, Adam, and we just, bleh. And then fast forward to the Destiny review.
Yeah, so I knew I was gonna do these because we had them in a bag forever, and they were just on a shelf, and they smelled weird. And I'm like, I have to. Like, it's funny now. When I eat habaneros, my throat starts to close up as like a reflex. So I try to eat them less. So this is like, all right, this is perfect. It's fucking weird. It smells like death. And it was given to us in a very shady way. So that's all three things I need to put something in my mouth.
Jared,
I don't want to hold a black light.
That.
Yeah.
I don't want to put a black light in my apartment because there's been so much spitting. Just so gross.
So prior to that shoot, I was like, all right, I'm gonna like upgrade my fashion, but I went by myself. And when I go by myself to buy clothes, all I do is like, all right, I need like a good shirt and good pants, and a $200 wolf jacket. And I just impulse bought a $200 wolf jacket in the basement of Urban Outfitters that no one, like someone had left it there. When I brought it to the counter, they didn't know that they sold it. So they were like, "What is this?" I'm like, "This is a wolf jacket. You sell this?" I'm like, "Do we?" Okay. And then I wore it out. So I was just walking around the 3rd Street Promenade in like a wolf suit, which is not weird for the Wolf Street Promenade, or the Wolf Street Promenade, 3rd Street Promenade.
Think about it.
I wore it on the way back to my apartment. I wore it when I walked to Aaron's house, and someone stopped in their car to take a photo. They were like, "What is wrong with you? It's so hot out." Like, I'm just
he bought it on like the hottest day in Los Angeles.
I bought it on the hottest day of the year.
Jared has always had a very unique sense of style. We went to college together, and when he met my mom for the first time, I think
leprechaun pants.
Yeah, he was wearing leprechaun pants and a captain jacket and a sombrero. So
yeah,
amazing.
I like to party. I like to get down.
If you follow us on Twitter at Hot Pepper Gaming, we were recently photo documenting us upping Jared's style.
Jared wanted to.
We were pretty womaning him.
I wanted to fashion. It was important. So we get in, and I'm like, I'm gonna wear this suit. And Aaron's apartment was hot as balls that night. It sucked.
Yeah.
And the coat is super thick, and it covers almost all of you.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you can see, even when I sit down, I'm like pale, but my cheeks are really red, which is a sign of dehydration, like intense dehydration. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna do these Szechuan peppers, and I was uncontrollably shaking. I was super, super nervous, and I started chewing on them, and you're not supposed to swallow them because you'll die. So I was chewing them.
What are we doing with our lives?
Yeah. Man, all
and
these
spit
stories.
them out, and all it did was like, at first, all it did was just create a ton of saliva. So I was spitting, we fast forwarded through it, but it was like 3 minutes of spitting. Of solid just spitting into a bowl. That bowl was super fucking heinous.
It looked like demented cream of wheat.
Yeah. And so I start doing the Destiny review, and honestly, I had been playing Destiny with the Warp Zone guys and Jesse for like weeks. We had just been slaying that game. It was so much fun until it wasn't. But at one point, it kicks in. And I will say that during college, I had a very unique experience. That was my college experience was
Jared did a lot of drugs in college.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did a ton of drugs in college. So this was like not I'm like, "Oh, okay, I've been here before." But my whole head went numb. And it just started like vibrating violently.
Yeah, it
so
does
you can
that.
actually see in the video, I'm just like, Destiny's whoa.
I believe we did accentuate.
And my eyes dilate. And it's awesome. Yeah, I probably said some stuff after that. And then we came back at the end, and I was like, all right, I'm like coming back into this. Now I understand what's going on. I'm saying words again. And the milk made it worse.
No, it doesn't work.
The water made it worse. And then I dropped the popsicle on the table into some cat hair.
Yeah.
Which I then put in my mouth because I was high as shit.
All right. That is a perfect time for another quick announcement. I just want to say that the big announcement for us at MAGFest is that we have shirts now. What? What's going on? We got shirts! Oh my God! You can buy them at the Yeti merch booth, and we're actually, after this panel, we're gonna be hanging out there if you guys want to come say hey and like take pictures. And look at this guy who's already wearing one.
Overachiever in the front row.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Look how well that fits.
Vernon, that was like you were announcing Gravedigger. Arco Arena this Sunday.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You look great. It makes you pull it off. you really pull it off.
All right, my question's going to be kind of insane, especially since you've been apologizing the entire panel.
Oh, God.
Throughout the course of the weekend, would you accept volunteers for people to do their own hot pepper game reviews?
No. No.
We don't want to hurt you.
If we volunteer, you're not liable.
I know. It's just like, we did bring a lot of waivers. We brought general liability waivers in case something like this were to happen. But like, come on, guys, you don't gotta do that. This channel is a cautionary tale.
To add some context to this, we had a guy who he's a nice dude. He was like, "Oh, these are cool, Thai chilies. I want one." And he ate it, and he was like, "That was great." And then he disappeared. And then later on, we went to a public restroom, and there was vomit everywhere. So,
we're gonna have
just saying.
We didn't even really talk about this possibility, so
yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna have to huddle up.
Yeah,
that's dangerous.
We'll give this a hard
answer for a later date.
We'll give it a hard maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions.
Yeah, questions.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Just wondering, as a collective opinion, what's the best reaction you guys would say you had?
Andrew
on the
WK.
show?
I don't even need to finish that question.
Andrew
Andrew
WK.
WK.
Can we
was
tell that story
really
quick?
weird.
We want to get as many of your guys' questions as possible, so like we'll
Yeah,
try to-
Andrew is the most party human I've ever experienced in my life. Like, I did a lot of partying in college, and that
wait.
dude out-parties me on a scale that is
Aaron,
insurmountable.
tell them about the door.
Oh, okay. Well, my apartment is very charming, which means it's very old, and things don't work properly. But I live alone, so who cares if my bathroom door doesn't shut all the way, right? So, it never works, and every time people come over to film Hot Pepper Gaming, there's always this awkward moment where they go to the bathroom and we're like, no, it's okay, we're not gonna come in. It's not weird. It just doesn't work right. But Andrew WK came and magically fixed my bathroom door. But it's never worked since.
It only
That's
stayed
magic.
fixed while he was in the house.
Yeah.
He also made friends with my cat Abby, and he needed an allergy pill, so we took them together, and he would alternate between like, oh, Abby's such a nice girl, and then he would go, like, she just didn't know what to think.
I got to hang out with him an hour prior to and an hour after the shoot.
Which I feel like that is perfect for you, right?
Oh, dude, no. It was the height of my life. It was like I could have walked into traffic after that. It would have been fine. But when we got back to his hotel, and he's like, Jared, it's been a pleasure. And he gave me his phone number. He's like, call me whenever you need me. And he just like left like a superhero. So to this day, I've got one clutch Andrew WK call that I can make, and I'm saving it.
Well, and
Andrew WK is like your spirit animal.
Oh my God,
he's your guardian angel.
He is.
He's everyone's spirit animal.
But in regards to the pepper, he ate the hottest pepper that we had on the show so far, a Trinidad Moruga scorpion, which is very, very hot. It's like 2 million Scovilles. And he just, kind of like Jared on the Sczechuan peppers, props to our editor for making that episode amazing, because it was
Can we give a quick shout out to Adam Perez, who edits our videos?
Yeah, Adam's awesome. He's awesome.
The man is a genius.
Yeah, because he managed to turn 5 minutes of just pure like silence and staring off into space and saying the same 2 things over and over, which is like,
an eyelash.
don't take flip, don't take flip.
And it was pretty, because he refused milk.
Yeah.
Thanked us for the endorphin rush and left.
Yeah, he was like, I don't want milk. I just want to ride this. It's like, okay.
He's my favorite human. I love him.
Yeah. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
I want to be him when I grow up.
We all do.
Okay, so speaking of your editor, Adam, Jared, I'd love you to just give us your account of, to use its polite name, Dr. Chili Meisters.
Oh, God.
Because
if he had screamed anything else, it would have been on a shirt.
Because when you got to the point where you took over the show, I was in tears. That was wonderful.
So Dr. Chili Meisters.
Should we? Okay, just for context, it's he yelled out Dr. Dickbag's fucking rape me sauce.
And then threw the bottle at Vernon. So for reference, we got all of these sauces. Some of them we bought, and some were sent to us by like companies who were like, "You have to eat our sauce."
I have a big drawer in my kitchen now that's just the hot sauce drawer.
Yeah. And it had been sitting there for a while, and we're like, "All right, like we've only done peppers. Who wants to do a sauce?" We're like, "Oh, well, I'll do a sauce. That sounds dumb." And I don't ever eat spicy things. I don't like spicy things. I don't want to eat spicy things.
Which is sort of
I
the
just
point.
I don't like being around them in general. When I smell them, I get mad.
I think sauces are actually worse than peppers
Yeah.
because they distribute over your whole mouth just like so fast.
And
With a
there's this-
pepper, it's just where you're chewing it.
Yeah, and there's like this specific taste that you only get with sauces. It's like what I would imagine the smoke of like Lake Town would smell like after smog burns it down. So
Jesus,
I ate it.
Jesus.
I ate a ton of it on a chip, and it just like coated the entire inside of my mouth. And I tried to talk in my normal voice, which is like a low speaking cadence, and what came out was like Mickey Mouse. And I couldn't bring it back down because that would have opened my throat up more, and I knew I would have puked. So I'm just like, Disney Infinity, this is a great game. And then when it finally came back, just like all of the rage poured out of my face. Just like, I'm mad now.
Yeah, to give you guys like info on how we shoot. Whenever we shoot with someone, I tell them like you eating the pepper and you giving the roux sort of like linked together because we only have so much time to get a YouTube video out there or have a YouTube video last. So I always hold up a stopwatch that and these guys will attest to that counts up to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'm like, come on, you got to finish. So I was waving my hands around to Jared, like, you got to do this. And Jared
rebelled.
Yeah.
I revolted.
So that's that magical moment you see at the end. Okay, so we got 20 more minutes left and we want to get all of your questions in. Let's do this.
How's it going, guys?
Hey.
Hi.
My name is Craig.
Great shirt.
Oh, thank you very much. My name is Craig. It's very nice to meet you all. I just wanted to ask, have you guys ever considered doing any kind of like rhythm game-based reviews, especially with the hot pepper versus idea?
You know, we'd be down. Yeah.
What could be worse than
yeah,
eating
like
a pepper and then, I'm sorry, what could be worse than eating a hot pepper and then gyrating and moving around rapidly up and down with your physical body?
I'm like, are you
Or
want to
singing
like
in
do
Rock
some
Band.
We Fit shit? 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't know.
We've definitely talked about Rock Band.
Yeah.
The issue with Rock Band would definitely be uploading the music onto YouTube and not getting caught by Content ID.
That is
so it's kind of limiting, but I think it would be so awesome.
But how cool would Hot Pepper Dance Dance Revolution be?
That would
Oh
be
my gosh.
that would be fucking awesome.
Thank you. Oh.
I'd do that.
Okay.
I'd do that.
You guys have a good rest of your
Yeah,
con.
thank you.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you around. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, and you don't got to do it, man.
Wait,
I'm going to do this.
No, dude,
You
come
can't stop
on.
it. No.
He's doing it. He's doing it. It's happening.
Vernon has denied
Yeah, he's gonna
me
eat a
Dr.
pepper in the next one.
Dickbags, and so I have to resort to a ghost pepper.
Oh no, dude! Why would you do that?
I've done it before. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
What have we done?
Do you know what you've done?
He now knows what he's done.
I'm so sorry. No.
No, it's okay. He's got the infinite ammo headband on. It's fine.
What is your favorite?
I'm sorry, could you speak a little louder?
What is your favorite post-Spice high story?
Oh, man.
Oh, my
God. Oh, no.
Looking good, man.
I think we can take our time answering this one, right?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Oh, so post. Yeah, I mean,
not that much time.
Okay, so I think Matthew will be able to talk about this as well. But when I did the ghost pepper, like you, which you're currently feeling. So what happens when you eat a spicy thing? Is your mouth isn't actually burning? It's an auto. Don't touch your eyes. So your mouth isn't actually burning. It's an autoimmune response from your brain to react to something that it thinks is burning. So your mouth fills with saliva, and your brain is flooded with endorphins and adrenaline.
How do you feel right now? Is that all accurate?
Ow.
Okay. So this is gonna hurt, and I'll pass the mic to Matthew in a second. But about 20 minutes after, the pain leaves, and you're just left with all this endorphins and adrenaline. You have a moment of clarity.
Gut feel.
Oh yeah, if you ate anything today, it's gonna liquidize, I guess, liquefy.
My ears are numb.
Oh, it starts with the ears, and the rest of it goes down.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be rough.
Milk, dude, get some milk. What are you doing?
Yeah, dude, you burned the milk. You burned the milk. Get the milk.
It doesn't matter now.
Yeah, sweet victory.
Yeah.
Swish it around in your mouth. Jesus Christ.
I love that.
No, dude, it's
the Shawshank Redemption. That's great.
It's like I'd never.
Sweet baby milk.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your name, buddy? Ethan. Let's give Ethan a round of applause.
Woo! No,
nobody else can do that. No one else is allowed to. Wait, Ethan, come here.
Drink
this is for you.
Yeah. That was
Here, wait,
well done, man. Well done.
Tums too. Tums.
Ethan, Tums. Don't drink too much milk. Swish it around in your mouth and just eat a full meal. Matthew.
I had never eaten a pepper before this show, which is why it was a good idea to do this. And Marisha had gone before me. I'd watched some of the videos and was like, this, that'll be a good way to kind of initiate myself into the pepperdom. So why not start with the ghost pepper, like this man? So I go in, and my friend KG Tang, who had already done one before, went right before me, and he also did his first ghost pepper, and I watched him melt physically in that chair, just shaking and having a seizure and foaming at the mouth. And at that point, I'm looking around.
Ethan, you okay? Ethan's okay, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ethan.
Seriously, eat a big meal after this.
Yeah.
Burger. You have a good rest of the count, Ethan.
Yeah. Praise the sun. That is Dark Souls level. Well done.
I remember you handled it pretty well, didn't you?
Better than I thought I would, but that just means now.
Doing a great job.
Seriously.
Yeah. Better than me.
Actually, Matt and I have actually talked because I did the habanero, and like I said, he's never eaten any. He doesn't do jalapenos. He doesn't do any of that, and I actually like spicy stuff. So we've actually talked about doing our own test and have him try the habanero. Because I feel like different peppers give you different burns.
Yeah. Also, let's put it out there right now. The Scoville scale is bullshit. Yeah. It's bullshit. Spicy is spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. From what I understand, from what you keep talking.
Oh, buddy.
It's all. Yeah. Right. You good? But yeah, you were saying the ghost pepper has more of a sharp, knife feeling, whereas the habaneros, that feeling. Whereas the habaneros light your entire body on fire.
Yeah.
It feels like burning.
Case
So
in
we've
point,
thought
don't do
about
it.
we've thought about testing it out.
But to have what you were saying, I understood why peppers are awesome after that experience. Because while that 30, 40 minutes sucked, for the next hour, I was just like, hey, guys.
Yeah, you're like,
let's
this
go
is
play.
awesome.
Let's go play a game or
And you
something.
don't remember any. I want to say it's like a fever dream. It's like a fever dream doing this.
You get a crazy endorphin rush. So when you look back on the experience, you're like, oh, that was a good time. I think I would do it again.
Yeah, you get really introspective. And a month later, when you can't really remember how much it hurt, you're like, yeah, all right, yeah. You only remember the good parts. Next question.
Thanks, Ethan.
Thank you, Ethan.
Oh, I'm not done with that. It's going to be hard to top that. What I want to know is who would be the one person you would want, any medium, any entertainment, like who do you most want to be a guest on the show and why?
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
The President of the United States, Barack Obama. Barack, if you're watching this, we've been sending you tweets. I've been emailing you.
We would also really love Action Bronson.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are like, into like mean hip hop, but like Action Bronson could we could
Action Bronson, Barack Obama, hot pepper verses.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I wouldn't mind seeing like Snoop Dogg up there. You know, he'd be another one.
Yeah.
Make a trend, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, just tweet at them. Specifically Barack.
All right, to kind of piggyback off of that, some of the people that you guys have on your show are like significantly more popular than others. Like,
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, like Markiplier
More
and
than
the
us.
Grumps and stuff. So I just wanted to know, like, how much consideration goes into who you have on your show, or do you
Literally
just kind of
none.
like film it and see what happens?
Yeah, literally none. Mostly
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, they're our friends, and they want to come and do the show, and we don't even really ask people to be on the show. They ask to eat a pepper.
Because we feel
for
bad.
some reason.
Why, I don't know why we would feel bad about feeding
Yeah,
our friends
so-
hot peppers.
Yeah, we've had people with like multi-million subscriber counts, and then like just recently we had Teddy Diefenbach come on, he's not even a YouTuber, he's a game developer on Hyperlight Drifter,
which is awesome.
Yeah, so like we're just like, oh man, you want to eat a pepper, and you're like, kind of cool, yeah, fucking do it.
Yeah, I never want it to be the kind of thing where you have to have a ton of subscribers or be a bigger channel to participate, because it's just, it may not seem like it, but it's a fun thing, and our shoot days are really fun. We have a lot of people come over, and we shoot a bunch of episodes on one day. And it's kind of like a party, like everybody goes through it together. We order pizza, we usually buy
Like really cheap beer.
yeah, crappy beer. And
Like that's the one running joke we have. Like we have to have Coors Light on set for some reason.
yeah, and I make some snacks, and we have a good time. So that's what it's mostly about.
Yeah, to put it into perspective, Matt and I sought them out. They didn't approach us; we approached them.
And it was weird because like, oh, these are like actual talented people who like the stuff that we do, and then I started sweating like I usually do.
You do a good show.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you,
Thank you.
and keep up the good work.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
So I wanted to note there actually is a pepper store here on National Harbor that you guys should probably
We
check
heard,
out.
yeah. We keep getting it tweeted to us, so we definitely got to check it out.
Well, there you go. And going back to Andrew WK, were you scared for his life when he was staring into the depths of hell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
With
So
the-
We were all looking around, like we were all silent, but we were just looking at each other like, is this okay?
Yeah, like he signed a waiver, but like you don't want a celebrity dying in your house.
Yeah, that's usually one of those. Oh, I should mention we flew to Maryland last night on the plane with Kim and
Oh
Kanye.
yeah, Kim and Kanye were on
Which
our
is
airplane.
really what we should make this Q&A about.
They
were
seemed
nice.
really nice and happy.
No, the rest of this Q&A is just about our perception of Kim and Kanye.
No, it's whenever you see Kanye, you see the version of him that you see inside of you.
We all had a different Kanye story. Like, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we were looking around. So he was dead silent for maybe like 4 straight minutes,
Mhm.
and then
And we were
he
looking
only,
around at
he
each
only
other,
said like very short sentences, and then would randomly like touch the table, and be like, oh, an eyelash, make a wish. We're like, okay, so he's gonna die.
I hate to cut the story out, but we got 10 minutes, and I want to answer these questions.
Okay, but yeah, we were
Thank you.
really afraid for him.
I just want to say you guys are American heroes.
Oh, thank you.
And I wanted to. Yeah, I am very short. Thank you. Oh no. Oh, I thought you
come
called
on,
me
man.
short.
Hey, you don't have to be like that.
I love that you assume he's that much of a dick, though. I like how short you are.
Just people call me short all the time. So
Stop it. You're
yeah,
beautiful.
my shirt says
You're
snarf.
beautiful. Isn't he beautiful, guys?
You have great hair.
Thank you. Okay, I wanted to ask: is it worse going in or coming out?
Coming out. Coming
Go,
out.
I would say going in. I would say going in.
Whatever.
I don't
Butts have heat receptors, guys.
Just so you know.
God is cruel.
If it hurt going in, it's gonna hurt just as much on the other end.
We can all attest to it. We've all had that day.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
So now that Munchkin's out of the way.
Hot pepper versus.
I was just wondering, like, over the period of time that you guys have done this show, have you sort of started building up any kind of tolerance
hell
to
yes.
it?
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah. I mean, it still hurts every time.
Yeah, like
Don't
I
get
was
us
wondering,
wrong.
like, is it like just kind of like sort of, or just like, no, this is still hell?
No, I get all of the salsas on my Chipotle now. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, like it's not tolerant to the point where you can eat a habanero and be like, oh, that doesn't affect me at all. But definitely, like, I can eat spicier food, and that's fine. And a lot of my friends now, because they're assholes, will order me spicy food without me knowing it. So if I go to the bathroom, then I'm gonna come back to like the hottest thing on the menu. So.
Yeah, you definitely do build a tolerance. But a whole pepper is still a really dumb thing to do.
Yep. Yep. Cool. Thank you for your question.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi. I'm generally curious. After the Ninja Brian episode, when he just sat there, when the cameras went off, did he just like freak out, or what did he do?
Oh,
It's a miracle we're still here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Ninja Brian, you know, he came to me and he was like, I'm doing this, and I was like, wait, Ninja Brian, do you actually want to do this? And then he threatened to kill me.
Because you are combining the boundless fury of an ancient ninja with like a hot pepper.
Yeah.
It's
almost as if you were dividing by 0. But I, speaking from personal experience, would not fuck with Ninja Brian.
Yeah, but that was a really fun day. Because
That was actually really nice, yeah.
That was the shoot for Amazing Ninja Sex Party video, Party of 3.
Which Aaron and I were in. If you look in the background, we were in the pool. Yeah.
And then just kind of randomly.
I got
at the
killed by
end of the
Ninja
day-
Brian on film. And
Yeah, at the end of the day, we were just like, well, I don't know, you guys want to eat some peppers? And then it worked out.
Yeah, and that actually got us the Ego Raptor video, which is our most viewed video on our channel. Sorry.
All right,
But thank you.
Thank you.
Layton!
Hello. Thank you
Hey.
for the hug, Jared. I think you broke my ribs a little bit.
great. I've been working out a lot.
I can tell. My question is, like, when you tell people who aren't really familiar with YouTube, like, what you do, like, you make people eat peppers, what's the general reaction?
Oh, like my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll
They're
just go with
proud.
the family example, which is where they're like, so what do you do, Jared? Like, what have you been up to these last few years? I'm like, well, I now help run a YouTube channel where we eat hot peppers and talk about video games, and they're already like, so your brother's getting married.
Yeah, pretty much it's like, oh, wow, that's a dumb thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, it makes Christmas tough because now everybody knows what to get you, and they're just like, oh, I saw this pepper thing. This, I hope you enjoy this pepper-related gift that I got you. So, like, for all of my Reddit Secret Santas, it's just like I get hot sauces. So yeah, yeah, no, it's yeah. But thank you so much.
Cool, thank you.
Hey, dude.
Hey, has anyone ever had like really cold feet right before they did the review? Like they smelled the pepper and then they like almost had to chicken out, and you had to
we
convince
do
them?
that.
Yeah, we do.
It makes everybody nervous.
If you look at the raw files of me trying to start a review,
Oh my god, it's so funny.
It's
Every
just
time
like-
it's like, hi, I'm Vernon. I'm Vernon. Like, you just can't do it.
When
It's
other
too
people do it,
nervous.
we call it pulling a Vernon.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, really quick, did you guys were a little nervous, right?
Oh, my heart was like racing. My heart, and it's not even like the an on camera thing or being nervous about talking on camera, but it was like you sit in that chair and it gets real that moment because you're like, what did I sign myself up for? What choices did I make in my life to put me here? How did this happen?
I think it's worse now too, because now like I smell this and I'm just like, nope, I know what that is. I do not want that.
Yeah, it was like being in this void. I had no idea what to expect, and then watching other people before me like slowly disintegrate. It was like deciding, okay, I'm just gonna step out of the airlock. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Okay.
That really is the worst part because you get there. I remember you being like, now the filming will probably only take 20, 30 minutes, in total to write, sit down and run through it. He's like, but you probably want to set aside maybe 4 hours, just in case. And I was like, nope, yep. I was there for about 4 hours. I think when I got there, because after you eat that pepper, you're like, I can't move, I can't drive home right now.
Yeah, it's like an
just gonna
acid
sit.
trip. You really have to commit.
Yeah, you do. You're just chill.
We got 4 minutes left. We got 5 people. I think we can do. Well, we got 4 minutes left and 4 people. I think we can do this.
Okay, Dan Howard here. First off, congratulations and thank you so much for everyone that's contributed for doing things that I can't do.
Oh, thank you, man.
So, two-parter. First, I'm a spice virgin.
Okay.
So if I want to actually have a tolerance because Korean food is great, how should I go about starting that? And 2, I play...
Yeah, dive into the deep end.
My friends play a game called Drink Your Place Mario Kart, where whichever place you come in, you take that many shots.
Oh, wow.
Pitch for the show. If you would like to do it, I'm game for it. Eat Your Place Mario Kart.
Oh.
Wow.
All for it.
Tweet at me, we'll talk.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I lost the ability to see for a minute.
Yeah, wait, what was your first question really quick?
If I want to get into spicy things, where should I start?
Oh, man, just
Because
start.
sriracha just I get diarrhea smelling it.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's
That's
bad.
tough.
Wow, I'm very sorry for you.
Right?
Have you tried bell peppers?
Can't do it.
Bell peppers have
Taco
a
Bell is a challenge, and it shouldn't be. I'm American. It should just be easy breezy, and it's not.
When you say it's American, it means that you got to stick to your guns and push through it.
Sure.
USA, #1. Eat the spicy food, man. Just go for it.
Thank you
for your
guys.
question.
Hi. So what's it like having Egoraptor on the show? Because whenever he's in a video,
I'm sorry, could you get a little closer?
Tilt the camera up. Or the camera, sorry, the this thing, whatever this is.
Yes, microphone.
Yeah.
What's it like having Egoraptor on the show? Because he's always seemed to be most expressive when he's in pain.
Yeah. I had a little bit of a friendship with the guy before. We did Hot Pepper Gaming, and he's just a really, really cool guy. And I like him a lot. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm a fan of Game Grumps. And whenever I'm in a bad mood, I watch Game Grumps to cheer myself up. So, yeah, it's weird being friends with the guy, but also thinking he's so cool.
We did one shoot night where Aaron and Susie came over, and they're 2 of our favorite people in the world. And it was I felt so horrible for making them feel bad, because they're just wonderful people. We love them so much. But also, yes, it was very funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we can
they're
get these last few questions in.
legitimately kind people. So
Let's do
it's
it.
really fun to have them on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, originally I was actually going to ask if Ninja Brian actually even ate the pepper in the first place.
A ninja never tells.
Look at him nod.
But you should be scared that you just asked that question.
More importantly, I wanted to know what upcoming guests are you guys most excited about right now?
Oh, man, we're actually, we got to go film some more.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know. But I will say, really quickly, I know we're running low on time, we're doing the IGN week next week. So Max Scoville is coming on Monday, followed by Brian Altano, who, 2 guys I am a super fan. I'm a big Comedy Button fan, too. So, those guys are, those guys have been awesome. And, he sent me an email. I was like, oh, man, it was an honor to be on the show. And I was like,
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you. Last
You
question.
can do it, man.
All right. Do you have any spare ghost peppers I could try?
No.
They're-
No, don't do it. We're out of time. Oh, I'm so sorry.
They're very hard to acquire.
You don't want to do that. Actually, you can buy ghost peppers at Whole Foods now.
Oh, God.
I'll try that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I don't want to take full credit for it, but I think we've really changed the landscape of spiciness in the world.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for coming. This was so fun.
Okay.
Thanks, you guys.
Okay, 2 quick things. I just, this is one of the more proud moments in my life, and I just want to take a selfie with you guys. So if we could all just get in here, everybody. Here we go. Everybody in. Everybody in.
What are you doing? Get in. Okay.
Oscar selfie.
You're right here in that pocket, right? There we go.
1, 2, 3. And then finally, directly after this, we're going to be at the Yeti table in the merchandise place. If you want to come hang out and say hey, and I don't know if you guys want to well, just high five. Yeah.
Thank you
And
very much.
Matt and I have a voice acting panel at 8. Voice acting video games. If you guys want to pop in.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. This is awesome.